happy Friday, everyone. Good morning. I am so excited. I'm Tiffany Saska, and I have a fabulous episode of Daily Magic for you today. With me, I have a friend, a fellow spirit junkie, and an author, and also the founder of Head Trash Anonymous, Mr. Sam Shelley. He is going to, thank you, he is going to help get rid of all of those negative thought patterns, all the trash in your head, and help you reframe it and step into a life that you are destined to live. I am so blessed. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Tiffany.
So, I'm so happy you're here. So before we get started, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to pull a card. And I'm excited because I have Sam here, and I know Sam can pull some mean cards. So I'm going to have him pull my cards. Actually, yeah, I was going to say, let's see. So everyone close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Another deep, full breath in. And just in your mind's eye, think of a question or something that you want a little bit of clarity on. And holding on to that thought, I'm going to pull 3 cards and just choose the card that resonates with you the most. So I have card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So choose a card, 1, 2, or 3. Okay. And Sam, I'm pulling a card for you. I chose a card. Did you have a question? Hopefully, I'll reveal it at the end. And can you pull a card for me?
Yes.
What do I need to know? And my question is always, what do I need to know for my highest healing good? So knowing that I don't know, or what I think I might know is actually not what's really going on.
Yeah,
so
I pulled a card for you.
You chose a card for me? Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Okay, so first of all, let me give you a hug. How have you been?
Good. I've been real good.
Yeah, so I've known Sam for what, 3 years?
Oh, was it 2014?
2014.
Yeah,
So, yes, so a little bit ago. Yeah. And Sam is, to just say what I said about him, he's an author, he's, an inspirational coach, he's the founder of Head Trash Anonymous, really wouldn't be doing him justice. So he's also a minister. But what he has done with his own life, and I hope that you can share that with our viewers, is really is a miracle, and it's inspirational. So Sam has healed from what, 5
diseases.
5 diseases by
Yeah.
himself. Right. Yeah. So talk about that. Talk about your journey. There's so much value in that.
Yeah, my journey was a little bit of a challenge, but as you know, they say you have to be tested so you have testimony. So my test was, at age 6, I was run over by a van, getting ice cream, and a van ran over me. Wow. So that's how it began. And from all that head trauma, it led to mental illness. So I was undiagnosed bipolar through high school, so that was a lot of fun. But in my 20s, I was suicidal bipolar, because I believed this voice in my head that life was too difficult, too painful. So I had to be institutionalized so I didn't kill myself, because I just had this voice in my head, and we all have this voice. But I later discovered it's not my truth, but it took me a long time to figure that out. So after the bipolar, I had psoriasis, the skin disease. And when the skin disease gets into your joints, it's psoriatic arthritis. Then I also had chronic migraines that would send me to the ER once or twice a month. Wow. Then at age 37, I lost the ability to walk from multiple sclerosis. And today, I have no signs of anything, take no medicine, no nothing.
Did you hear that? I want to go back because I think you said something very powerful. You said you have to be tested.
So you have testimony.
So you have testimony.
Yeah.
So I think that that is the nugget for me, that life, oftentimes we want to say, oh, why me? And to be able to transform that why me into this is why. And so let's lead into, what did you learn from all of those trials?
What I learned, I basically didn't learn anything. It took me to age 44 to figure out what that purpose was. Yeah. Because what it usually is, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why me?
Yeah.
Then you get to the point and you say, well, why not me? What makes me exempt from having that experience? Yeah. It's all part of our human experience, if you will, to go through this stuff.
Yeah.
So what it was for me, Yeah, age 44, I discovered meditation, but I never had a teacher. I just read about meditation one day, and one of the benefits was inner peace. I'm like, I need inner peace.
Yeah.
So I just basically had a 5-minute practice. I never had a teacher, so I never knew how to hold my hands, breathe, sit. I didn't have any of that. So my meditation practice more of a relaxation practice. So at first when I began meditation, it was very difficult because I thought meditation means you stop thinking. I'm like, no, that's not true. So when the mind would just go, be like, stop thinking. Then there was another thought chasing the other thoughts, and it was just this merry-go-round. Then I realized, wait a second, I have these thoughts, but I'm not these thoughts.
Ah. And I think you just raised a really important point, because a lot of beginners in meditation say, well, I wouldn't be good at meditating because I can't stop my thinking. And that's the wrong way of looking at it. So we don't want to stop our thinking. We want to be observant of the thoughts that we are thinking.
Right, we want to be the observer of thoughts. We don't want to be so caught up in these thoughts. And the thoughts are just right there, and that's all you know is these thoughts. And they just keep yammering away about how you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough.
How you're sick.
How you're sick.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stories that come with illness. You know, when I was in the hospital unable to walk, going through rehab, after 5-10 minutes of rehab, of therapy, they said, you must be tired, go lay down for an hour. They didn't ask me how
you were feeling.
They were just going through their procedures, and this built up a routine like, oh, after physical activity, I get tired, so I have to go lay down. But it just becomes a story that's not my truth. How was I really feeling? That's why I tell everybody, you got to find your own truth, and it's outside of this. So what happened to me in my practice, I started with 5 minutes a day. So it'd be like, there goes the mind thinking, so I bring my attention back to this moment. Because that mind's that storyteller. I'm always thinking about the future or what happened yesterday. And we're always attached to this negative thought addiction, and we're always recycling our head trash.
Okay, stop right there, because we have to take a word from our sponsor, but when we come back, we're going to talk about all that head trash that you know you have, and how we can come accept it and expel it.
And we'll stop recycling it.
We'll stop recycling it. Stay tuned.
Is your business growing and now you need a new and bigger building? Has your organization outgrown their facility and now it's time to expand?
Do your hobbies require the need for more space?
If you're paying rent but now you want the advantages of owning, the prospect of financing, construction, and on-time completion may seem out of your reach. General Steel Corporation has the answer. A pre-engineered steel building from the General will not only look great and satisfy almost any need, but you'll save time and money. Our team will help you create your building and deliver it to your location. We offer design services to help you present your concept to board members, bankers, or for fundraising. And the General can even help with financing. General Steel is a name you know, with quality backed by a 50-year structural warranty. Call today and find out how easy it is to have the building you want. You may even save up to $20,000 with rebates. If you need space, you need the General.
Seniors want peace of mind and a free prescription discount card? Keep listening. Are you age 85 or younger? Here's an important message to you and all seniors from Final Expense Direct Insurance Services. The average funeral now costs over $7,000, and the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255. Our senior plans start as low as $1 per day and will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, and you'll have lifetime coverage.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm so excited. If you've been following us, you know that my guest, Sam Shelley, is here to tell you how to get rid and recycle that head trash that you're carrying. So before we broke, we started going into his 5-minute simple practice, and let's pick up from there. I mean, so much wealth of information.
Yeah, so I just started with 5 minutes a day. So the first 2 weeks were really tough because I was, thought chasing a thought. So it was like, okay. Yeah. So the mind thinking is a reminder that I'm alive. If there's no thoughts, then you're not alive. So that's part of it, to realize you're always going to have these thoughts, but you don't take them as your truth. So what I did for my practice was 5 minutes the first month. Then basically by the end of the second month, I was 10 minutes twice a day. By the end of the third month, I was about 15 minutes twice a day. One evening, after my meditation, I simply heard a voice say, "Perfect spirit." And I'm like, that's it. My spirit is perfect. Your spirit is perfect. The spirit with everyone is perfect. It's just simply this body, this mind gets damaged. But our spirit always is perfect. And when I just a little deviate, there's never a dark night of the soul. It's always shining bright. It's really darkness of the mind.
Oh, I love that because can we stop right there just real quick? Oh, okay. Because I talk about that a lot, about these quote unquote dark nights of the soul that we go through that, really can impact or change or shift our life that most of us have gone through. And so what you're saying is something really fresh and new. So I really want to highlight this. This is new stuff. So because I've never heard a phrase this way. Say it again.
So our perfect spirit is always perfect. It's always shining brightly. What our head trash is doing is creating this lampshade, this darkness that's dimming. It seems to dim our light. So when we start ripping off these beliefs, these opinions, we see our light was always shining. We're just waiting for it to reveal it behind our beliefs, our opinions, our judgments.
So it's not a dark night of the soul, but it's a
dark night of the mind.
Dark night of the mind. Sam, that's really good. I love that. And that resonates really deeply with me. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So hearing that voice say perfect spirit, so it was like, that's it. Spirit is fine. So it's just got all this garbage I have to get rid of and just reveal my light. So over 16 months, I got off all the medicine, got rid of my cane, my cooling vest, got rid of everything. And because the inner matched the outer, you could say, the perfection that was inside was able to come out.
Yeah.
Because we just have all these beliefs, all these opinions, all this head trash, and we're constantly recycling it. A good way that I love to share this story that you might resonate with you. Someone tells you your hair's looks nice today. You'll forget that right away, but it's like, what did you do to your hair? Where did you find those clothes?
Isn't that the truth?
How long will those comments stay with you?
Those comments stick with me, yes. Unfortunately, longer than they should.
Right,
Yeah.
but they'll stay for months, days,
Yes.
years. You
Yes.
remember 5 years ago, remember last time where you made this comment. But you forget that beautiful comment 5 minutes after it was said. Because the mind loves lack. Because the mind attached to that head trash. It's addicted to the head trash. It always thinks it can do better than what you can do right now. Whatever we're doing right now is the best that we can do.
Yes.
But the mind will always look back. You should have done this differently. One of the head trash games.
Yeah.
The what if games the mind loves to play.
And so how do viewers at home and just people that are interested that find you, how do we determine what our head trash looks like? I mean, is there a simple way? Is it whatever does not feel good? Like, that's something that's coming to me as I'm listening to you. If it doesn't feel good, is it necessarily head trash? How do you define head trash?
The way they define head trash is anything that's not supportive.
Okay.
Any thoughts, opinions, beliefs that's not supportive is head trash. The opinions, beliefs of others is also head trash. So they're projecting their head trash onto you.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to accept that as your truth or not. And same with these thoughts. That's not where we are. And once we get rid of all this, we create this space for transformation. By dropping the head trash, we create this space for transformation. And when Deepak saw me wearing that shirt, Deepak Chopra, he's like, that's true.
Yeah.
By dropping our head trash, we create this space for transformation. All these people are going here, there, everywhere to look for transformation outside themselves. But the real transformation starts right here from our perfect spirit.
Yeah.
Because we live in our body. We know it the best. So there's 7.5 billion people in the world. There's 7.5 billion paths. You just have to find your path, your way.
Yeah.
And just trust in your own insights. You want to unleash that perfect spirit within you. Because this knows the way forward. This is guessing the way.
Yeah.
This knows the way. And this voice and our intuition is very short and sweet. It'll say, drink water,
Yes.
do yoga, less TV, less meat. It'll just say these little things. Where the mom will say, I have to drink more water, and it'll start creating all these stories on why you need to drink water.
Yeah.
Spirit will be just drink water.
I have to add to that because in my own practice, I do some prayers that I have, and then I listen and I write a response from my spirit or God. For me, it's God. And the response is always 2 or 3 words that I'm channeling from God to me, and it's always like, just trust, or get out of the way, But it's never this long, didactic of millions of words. It's always the simple, short, sweet surrender.
Yeah, it's a surrender. Yeah. That's basically it, is surrender.
Yeah.
When I heard a voice say "perfect spirit,"
Right.
I just heard that. I just felt that deep, deep knowing after that all is well. And that's why I tell people all is well. regardless of the opinion of the mind.
Right.
Because there might be a higher purpose to it, we just can't see it right now. When I lost the ability to walk at 37, I couldn't see any benefit from that. But what it got me to do was to go inside and discover who I was.
Yeah, I love it. And so, so talk to me. Actually, we're gonna take a brief word from our sponsor in a little bit, and when we come back, I really want you to tell us how we can settle into that routine and what that's going to look like, and maybe talk about some of the struggles of that as well. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you. Stay tuned, and we will be back.
Plus, your rates will never increase, and your plan cannot be canceled as long as you make your premium payments. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and get approved right over the phone. Plus, call right now and you'll receive a free prescription discount card.
Call 855-223-7661. That's 855-223-7661. 855-223-7661.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Thousands of people contact General Steel each month for a pre-engineered steel building. Business owners who need office, retail, manufacturing, or storage facilities. Leaders who need churches, schools, and gymnasiums. They all want the same thing, the advantages of owning. To build quickly and save money. Quality, backed by our 50-year structural warranty. And they all want to work with a name they know, General Steel. Call us today for the building you need and save as much as half the cost and time of conventional construction.
Wonderful. Welcome back. Okay, here we go. We're going to dive right into it. Talk to me about this routine.
There are no routines.
There are no routines.
There's no rituals. There's no routines. It's all about keeping the path very simple and very basic. Because if you feel like you need this or that, it's a story. It becomes your head trash. You develop a spiritual toolbox of head trash, if you will. And if you try to put that away, how does the mind react? Does it have a sense of lack?
Yes.
But you have to realize that you have to find your inner strength. You have to unleash that perfect spirit within you. Or as Tony Robbins says, unleash the power within.
Okay.
Because we have all of our power right here. And by attaching ourselves to the outside world, we're giving away our power.
Yes.
And I saw this in my own case with my team of 6 doctors. It wasn't my responsibility to fix me. It was their responsibility. And all it was doing was adding more medicine, more stuff. But once I really dove into myself, because I never worked with my doctors. And I don't recommend this for everyone, but I went off all the medicine, everything by myself. Because I was just really trusting myself. But I don't recommend that for everyone because you just have to really see what's best for you, if it feels right or not feels right. Even if it feels right, you might want a second opinion. Am I doing the right thing? But I just had this deep sense, this is what I need to do, and I trusted that path. It's just a lot of trust. And sometimes this will create stories, and it's a false story. Like if you have an organ transplant and you feel like, I don't need this medicine anymore, suddenly that organ's going to be rejected because this mind's creating a story. So there are cases where we do need medicine, where we do need outside help, whether it's an oil, an herb, but you'll know that from within.
Yes.
What does this body need?
And so talk to us about, you're such a wealth of information, I could talk to you all day, but I'm just curious, how do we start to really step into that perfect spirit and say, and choose and make a choice of, today in this moment, I will start honoring my body. I will start honoring my perfect spirit. How can we do that, especially when we have so much going on around us that it seems like everything wants to pull us out of that? So how do you stay aligned?
Well, the thing you have to realize is that, because mind's a storyteller. So all you're trying to do all the time is bring yourself back into this moment. Where do I see? Where are my feet? Where are my hands? And just bring yourself back here. Every time you bring yourself from the head trash out here back to this moment, as you're doing one mental rep. cognitive skill. You're building the observer state. So you can see these thoughts and stories more easier. You're building that self-awareness. Oh, there goes the trash again. Let me throw that out and go back into this observer. But it could be 5 seconds practice of like, there goes the story, just breaking it back into this moment. And the story I like to share a lot is, a friend was going to a doctor in Philadelphia, and I was on the subway with her for the doctor's appointment, but she was starting to have a panic attack on the way doctor, what's going to happen there. So what I had her do was grab the middle bar on the subway, and I was asking her questions what was in the environment to bring her attention back into here. And within 30 seconds, she was back normal. Everything
Fully present.
Fully present. Just bring it back. What do I see? What do I hear? What am I touching?
Yeah, and so not what your mind is creating, not focusing on where you're at in your mental process, but actually what really is happening. Where am I? Am I sitting on a couch? Is it soft? Is it right? So bring your attention back to reality.
Yeah. Instead of the story, bring it back. What can I actually do in this moment?
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, that's where they get tripped up, right? So they start believing that anxiety. They believe those limiting thoughts, and it becomes so cyclical that they're that literal rat on the
the recycling
on the wheel.
They're constantly
recycling. Yeah, and also I'm just curious, in your personal experience, has affirmations, where do they fit in? Have they been of any benefit? Because that's another tool that I hear a lot of people use. You
can use that too, affirmations. Like the one thing I did when I began meditation, because it was difficult in the beginning, was I deserve inner peace. I deserve inner peace. That kept me going for those first 2 weeks when it was so difficult, because the mind was didn't want to give up control. The mind does not want to give up control. It wants to continue dragging you around.
And claiming that I deserve inner peace.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. And now, would you just say it when you started noticing your thoughts were spiraling?
Or if the mind would create stories why I don't have time to sit. It's like, I deserve inner peace.
Oh, and I think that's Sam, that's probably the biggest setback for a lot of people is, I don't have the time.
Right.
I don't, and it really is a matter of 5 minutes
or 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
2 minutes,
10 seconds. If you can just bring yourself back from the story to this moment, that one mental cognitive rep, you did your work for today.
You did the work for the day. Yeah.
We don't need all these stories like we have to sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a half hour, an hour. They're just stories. It's just this head trash running and running, running. You look for the simplest path.
And so how long do you think that, approximately how long did it take you to really shift into a state of being mostly aligned with that perfect spirit, or being in alignment with perfect spirit?
3 months.
3 minutes that you
3 months
that you no longer needed.
Right. After 3 months, 3 months, and I'm saying after a month, I had that realization: I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. Then once I had that, then hearing the voice, perfect spirit, then knowing that all was well, now I'm pretty much here.
I don't know about you, my friends, but this man is truly a walking testimony of what our thoughts can create, whether it's negative or positive. And in your case, it really is a miracle.
Right, but everyone's capable of this miracle because we all have that power of perfect spirit within us. It knows the way forward for you.
Yeah, and so every time we give away our power, every time we say, I don't know, I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, maybe, right? That's this idea of like you were saying, this mind playing.
It does not want to give up control.
Playing,
the head trash games.
Playing the head trash games. So with the session with you, how long does that look like? Or is it 60 minutes? Can you go through some of that?
Yeah, my session is unique to the person. That's the best way I can explain it is, because I drop myself into this deep place of really quiet, where my perfect spirit is tapping into their perfect spirit. Because if their mind's so loud, they can't hear what the spirit is telling them. And I'm relaying that to them through this meditation. So they can create this library, if you will. I'm dealing with health issues today. I'm dealing with relationships. I'm dealing with jobs. So they can get a session for each one and have a library, wherever they're feeling like, where's my head trash at today? Where can I get rid of that today?
And what can I do to correct that?
And if this is going really loud, you can't really hear how your spirit is guiding you. So I'm trying to get that message to you.
And to pull that out too of you, so you can come into alignment of your perfect spirit as well.
Right,
of your clients.
Yeah, because there's somebody in their 30s was having relationship issues. I just tapped in my space and I saw something at 6 years old that happened to her, related to her, then 12, then 14. We just unwind that whole story.
And we keep that story, yes. Oh, I totally agree. So tell everyone where they can find you and get a session from you, or maybe if you're doing any workshops, I mean, please feel free.
Yeah, so I'm over
It's
at
amazing.
don'tdwell.org, or if you go to headtrashanonymous.org, it'll redirect back to the Don't Dwell site. If you get to my Head Trash Anonymous group on Facebook, you can download a copy of my book there. You know, my book was called I Don't Dwell.
I Don't Dwell.
Yeah. So how he reversed these 5 incurable diseases.
See? So it's his backstory of how he was able to utilize
Right.
the power of his mind to release himself of the bondages.
Right. And it's only like 2 chapters on my own personal story. The rest of the book is all the practices that I use. But then at the end I said, use the practices that resonate with you and let go of the rest.
There you go. Perfect way to end it. Oh, well, Sam, I would love to have you back on because I feel like there's so much more we could talk about. There's never really enough time, really. Okay, so if you chose card number 1, too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, 10 of fire. So what are you going to do to put your life back into balance and to shift into perfect experience, right? Perfect spirit.
You can say perfect spirit, our true self.
True self, highest, our highest version of our.
Yeah, I just like to say true because higher typically takes us outside of ourselves.
I
And we
love
want to
that.
dive deeper into ourselves.
Into it, yeah. Ooh, all right, if you chose Queen of Earth, make time for people around you. So this weekend, really start honoring the family, tap into your creative side, into Mother Earth. We're coming into that perfect time of year where you can go outside and tend to nature. So really tapping back into that divine feminine. And if you chose card number 3, time to take a rest or a vacation. Meditation may provide the answers, the 4 of air. So how perfect is that? All right, Sam. Strength. I love this card. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. But I think that he does that. So I think it's just a validation for you that you're...
Tap into your own strength, your own power.
And that's what this whole... Oh, I love that!
And your card is the star. You know, it's all about, happy times, make positive. It's all about being in happiness. And what Abraham says, what comes true is feel good right now.
Woo!
When you're in that space, you're in a space of creation. Because that's where our perfect spirit dwells in. And happiness, contentment, that all is well.
All is well. Amen. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone. I can't wait to see you next week. And Satnam. Love to all.